Hello Earth sign, welcome back to TreeHouse Tarot. My name is Jennifer and this is your 3-month outlook. This will be for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And guys, this will be for March, April, and May 2021. Please remember, if it's yours, it'll resonate with you. There won't be any doubt about it in your mind. If it's not yours, it won't resonate, and I encourage you just to leave it right here and don't let it stick to you if it's not yours. If you like this read, and this is a general read, so if you like it, but you want one that's just for you, just specifically for you, you can get one for $5. You can get one of these for anybody at all. Your partners, your spouse, your lovers, your friends, your family. Oh, I have a card on the floor. Your co-workers, etc., etc., etc. Anybody at all, you can get this read on. It's only $5. In the background tonight, I'll mention I have a tone on. This is Blessings of the Archangel Metatron. This is tone number 167 in the TreeHouse Tarot Tone Pharmacy. If you're already on YouTube watching this reading, then you can click over later to the Tone Pharmacy playlist. And please self-medicate. Enjoy yourself over there. They're all free. They work really good. And thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I want to say that right off the top. Let me get an Andarian Crystal Oracle, please, for my Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, guys, pretty. You got Andarian Cobalt Blue. This says, allow my energy to uplift your spirits, bringing fresh perspectives, insights, and awareness. See your life situations through the highest perspective, not from the ego. Let go of the need to be right and making others wrong. Choose happiness time and again, and you will win. Allow my soothing and cooling, vibrant blue energy to cool off your fiery disposition and soothe you so you can see your life and the circumstances in it with a neutral, peaceful heart. All is well, dear one, fear not. Great magic, alchemy, and forces are on your side to bring a victory for you. A small shift in attitude may be called for. Allow my magic to do the rest. Guys, I quite love this card. Thank you so much for bringing it with you tonight. Andarian Cobalt Blue, one of my all-time faves. Let me turn this tone down a little bit. Now I'm going to lay out your 3-month outlook. It's going to take a minute to lay out all these cards, so I'm going to speed the video up right now, and I'll meet you right back here when everything's laid out for you. All right, thanks Earth sign. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's a big spread. Let's jump right into this. This read is going to cover your prominent monthly energies here for March, April, and May. We're going to talk about the big events here under the full moons, which are towards the end of each month. And then we'll talk about the new moons in the middle of the month, the transitional energies. Let's start right off with the full moon here at the end of February. I want to say, Earth signs, this looks very good. I saved you guys till the end. I don't see the chaos in the Earth sign reading that I've seen in the other elements. Thank God for small favors. Now, it's not saying everything for the next 3 months is rosy. There is a little bit of a dip here, okay, to put it lightly. But overall, this is a powerful reading. If you're a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, take heed. This is looking very good for you. Very good for you. You're going to have to be extra compassionate for your non-Earth sign friends and relations. Starting off, the full moon here at the end of February, you have the Prince of Wands. This is the fiery nature of fire, okay? This is like super combustible, not destructive though, very creative, very... very much emotion. There's a lot of motion here. There's a lot of communications. There will be a lot of passionate motion forward here at the end of February. There's maybe a big artistic project leaping off the ground. There may be a lot of inspired ideas being thrown around here under this full moon for you guys at the end of February. It's a big relief. It's a big release. The feeling here is a big release. The background story here is that there's been an intuitive knowing. It maybe was a bit of a mystery for a long time. There may have been something that took a long time to come out, to be revealed, okay? There's been a burden here. The burden has been anxiety, quarrels, big fights, big public arguments, that feeling of a public display of animosity. Okay, that's the feeling here, and it's been a burden. It's been weighing you down, Earth sign. There's been some kind of needing to balance a lot of things for fear of this kind of big nasty show, right? So it could be that you've been juggling a lot at work, and it's because if you drop any one of these wands here, someone is going to point out your failure and make a big deal about it, or try to condemn you in front of peers or something like this. If it's at your job, if it's in a relationship, it's like you're trying to maintain someone's chaotic emotional balance, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But you have been understanding deeper things here. And so under this full moon at the end of February, it's like you're finally getting a chance to drop some of these burdens and acknowledge passionately, in a free way, exactly what you want. This energy very much talks about what he wants. If it's a masculine energy, he's generous, and he's funny, and he's quite sexy and charming. He may like to get on stage. He may buy rounds for everyone. He's a great storyteller, very passionate, goes after what he wants. And he may have been burdened for a long time, feeling anxious, feeling nervous about expressing himself. But it looks like he's getting freed up here. It looks like this energy is getting freed up. There's a big release. It's a feeling of release here at the end of the month of February here to the full moon. Earth sign, if this is you and you're a woman, this is just where you finally just let it rip, and no one's going to stop you. It's the yang energy. The yang energy just goes until it's over. It doesn't yield. It doesn't hesitate. It just goes. It's an arrow, right? So this is a great fiery forward motion here for Earth signs under the full moon at the end of February. I love it. And coming off of it, now listen, coming off of this full moon with a lot of passionate communications, a lot of passionate creation, right? You have the feeling here of being faithful and honest, not being with love yet, not being involved yet, not being totally satisfied yet with your love life or your career. It's not a locked and loaded feeling yet, but you know you're doing the right things. The point of you doing the right things, the point of you being faithful and honest, is so you can determine if it's you or someone else, right? You may have a great time under this full moon, but still feel like you're not quite connecting. It could be that there's a big celebration here at your work at the end of February. You're feeling much better. You're able to drop a load. You're able to feel free and empowered. But during the beginning of March, there's just more work to do, and you're not going to enjoy yourself, okay? There could be no days off, something like this here in the beginning of March. But you know you're doing the right thing. Your whole energy, Earth sign, for the month of March is the Censor. This is the Queen of Wands. In this deck, it's very much about feeling and passion and desire and sensing and just feeling and just touching. A lot of tactile sensations here for you in the month of March. They make a great couple. Okay? Very much into each other. A lot of passion, a lot of creative force here. The Queen of Wands generally is the woman who gets what she wants. She can be a mistress. She's just a sexy woman, and she's magnetic, and she's highly attractive, and she's on purpose attracting. She's meant to be attracting. That's what she's doing on purpose. She's manifesting what she wants. She's bringing it to her. It's the Queen of Wands. Now, she feels, she touches. To deal with her is to be touched by her. Earth sign, this is you. This is your energy. You're either captivated by this woman or you are this woman here for the month of March. And it's going to be a very sexy energy. It's very creative, okay? There is so much going on here that you're not letting anyone know what you're doing in the middle of March. This is the shield. It could be that you're blocked, Earth sign, from seeing what's going on somewhere else in the middle of March. It's going to be a big deal. Listen, if you're blocking access to you and what you're doing and what you're thinking and how you're feeling, it's because you know it's a big deal and you want to probably prepare a project. This is highly creative energy. If you're working on a creative project in March, you're not going to let anybody know what you're doing because it's not ready yet. Okay, so there's a big block here. I call this throwing up the shield. I call this throwing up the shield. This is having a secret and keeping a secret. Eddie Murphy's Raw will tell you a lot about ladies and secrets. Okay, there's a shield here. No one's going to see through this. Middle of March. If you can't see something, that's on purpose. Stop looking. It's going to hurt your head. If you're throwing up a shield, it's very effective, Earth sign. And what happens is a big life-changing occurrence here in the second half of March. A big tower. This could be a big breakup. If this is at work, you could feel like you're doing your best. Like you're doing your absolute best and you still can't figure out how to get ahead. You might be quitting. Second half of March, you might be quitting. It's all about getting what you want in March. It's all about getting this sensation. Getting your hands on it finally. Touching it. That's what it's about in March. And this is a life-changing moment. Now it's upright. So, will things come crashing down? Yes. Things that are not stable will fall at the second half of March for you. But because this is upright and because it's preceded by faithful and honest behavior, I always say you can call one of these. And the way you call this is you finally say what you haven't said. You finally do what you haven't done. You finally roll the dice that you haven't rolled yet, right? If you get a windfall of money, you might be keeping it a secret. You might be changing your life in private here, second half of March. You see, you can take it how it resonates. Because this energy is so powerful. Hard to resist. It normally comes out real good. She doesn't really get into too much trouble, okay? She's paid her dues. She doesn't get into too much trouble. So this tower it's definitely going to be a life-changing moment. I say, in many decks, this is called the House of God. Because it destroys everything that's not real. And it sets you free in a number of ways. It's a big deal. If you're doing something big and you already know it, second half of March, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life, okay? Good job. Good job. Now, the end of March, you or someone is exercising their will. They're making a choice. There have been options here of what a person can do. Earth sign, looks like you've really been focused on getting what you want. You've really been focused on making sure you're doing the right things. It looks like you have a life-changing occurrence here at the end of March. And under this full moon, choices are being made. You are choosing what you will love. You are choosing what you will create. You're choosing what you'll focus on. This normally has been preceded by an air an era of confusion, an